pro-life, pro-faith, pro-family administration. And they've reached out to all of us in the faith community to have this conversation to see how we can make things better. And we're going to take we're going to take a very significant step forward today when we hear from our governor. And to more properly introduce him to a group of pastors and faith leaders, we could think of no one better than his minister, the Reverend John Gable of Tabernacle Presbyterian Church. Reverend Gable, please come up.
Good afternoon. Kurt, thank you. It's my honor and privilege to be able to be with you today and to introduce the governor to you. I'll confess that it is likely that you all know more about him than
I was raised at Tabernacle to believe there is a plan, one that is impossible for us to know, in fullness at least, one in which we each have a place, which we may not know until a distant day. And I must remind myself, and try to daily, that for all I know, my place in that plan may be my failure. It may be through my stumbles that others find their own better path. And so I don't pray, and I don't believe you should pray for our victory. Guidance, yes, that we might try to find the right ways and the true paths. Patience, yes. I love when Paul told the Ephesians, do not let the sun go down on your wrath. I confess that daylight savings time has helped me a lot in this I gotta be honest, that extra hour of sunlight I sometimes needed. But this certainly is worth our praying for, and closely related for the capacity to forgive. The capacity to forgive those who, how do you say it, malicious witnesses and assailants that I did not know. You know, Lucius Newsom, there's so many stories, but among the most amazing, many of you I know were there, and many of you know that Lucius, after years and years and years of work, managed to raise enough people, raise enough money, bring enough folks together. He built a house in Stringtown called Anna's House. It was his pride and joy. Finally, a place of his own from which he could hand out food, a few dollars to get somebody over a tough spot, or just take in somebody who needed shelter for the night. And many of us were out there dispensing donated food and celebrating this. Within 2 or 3 weeks, someone came by with a gun and shot that building full of holes. And it took a long time to get it put back. Months later, a man walked in and asked for Lucius Newsom. He said he was there to apologize and ask forgiveness. He said, I'm the man who shot up this home, and I feel terrible. I know I have listened to how you responded to it, and I know what a terrible thing I did. He gave Lucius a knife he claimed he had received as a member of the Ku Klux Klan. Lucius didn't turn him in. Lucius didn't reproach him. Lucius said, brother, you are my friend, whether you know it or not. You are welcome here. And if you're ready to change your life, then I love you and I will help you any way I can. Now, to have the capacity to react in that way, to me, is a marvelous thing, and something I can't say with confidence I could have done. But to think that way and to believe that way, as I think all the great faiths would have us do, is something we need in this state. Lewis wrote elsewhere, the most devastating word in the Bible is the little word as, which when we find it in, forgive me my trespasses, us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. I was taught at TAB and by Lewis, what that means is we will be forgiven only as much as we have the capacity to forgive others. Amen. To me, that is an incredibly profound thought. And we need that in our state. The things we fight about, the things we get worked up about, and this will be my, I guess, last observation to you, are not worth that. Not given the greater things that unite us and the destination to which we all hope to go.